So now we got some Midwest Classic stock cars out on the track. And that is going to see the 7 of Bill Wildman Rombach on the pole in the number 7 car. And then the double X car of Trent Proxasil. Eric Cerny in the 00. And then Brandon Proxasil in the 12P at the back of the pack. As they come through turns 3 and 4, it's going to be the 7 car of Rombach with the race lead. Eric Cerny in the 00 car or the percent car. You pick your poison. Wheeling that 53 Chevy. Slinging it through the corners as well. Don't count out Proxasil in the 12P car as well. And the double X car. Double X is a 49 Ford as Eric Cerny to the inside of Rombach now in turn number 3. Battle for the race lead. Rombach pushes up the track, give the race lead to the 00 of Eric Cerny. Cerny into turn number 1 now. Cody Proxasil in the 12 car. Sitting back, or the 12P, as Cerny goes around in turn number 3 and 4. Brandon Proxasil in the 12P car. Now with the race lead. And then it's going to be Bill Rombach in second. The double X of Trent Proxasil in third. And way off the pace, trying to play catch up now as the white flag comes out, is Eric Cerny in the 00. As cars single file themselves around the raceway. Coming off turn number 4. It's going to be the 12P of Brandon Proxasil. In second is going to be the 7 of Bill Wildman Rombach. And then Trent Proxasil in the double X car and the 00 Eric Cerny. That's going to round out your field for heat race number 1. And then the 12 car of Cody Proxasil to the inside. Row number 2, that's a 2M Mike Ganskow, otherwise known as the Outlaw, in a 66 Ford Falcon. To the outside of him, that's going to be the 38 car. That's a Sarge, Kurt Slater. And then the Mr. 2 is Colby Check. As green flag comes out, it's going to be Mavorick leading the way. But here comes the number 2 car, the 2M of Mike Ganskow. Leaf spring suspension on that 2M Ford Falcon. Coming off turn number 4, he's going to have the race lead. And then it's going to be the 89 of Mavorick in second place. And then it's the Sarge, Kurt Slater, in the 38 running side by side, battling for second now. Then the Mr. 2 of Colby Check. Yeah, Sarge is going to take second place, and then the 12 of Proxasil at the back of the pack. But out leading the way right now, that's going to be the 2M of Mike Ganskow in that 66 Ford Falcon. Behind him, the 38 of the 67 Chevelle, Kurt Slater. Then the Mr. 2, 75 Camaro of Colby Check. And then the 65 Chevelle of Cody Proxasil. And at the back of the pack in the 63 Nova is Greg Mavorick. As they single file themselves around the raceway now, white flag coming out this time by for the 2M of Mike Ganskow. As the Sarge tries to run him down. Kurt Slater in the 58 and the Mr. 2 of Colby Check running in third. Checkered flag going to come out now for the 2M. Mike Ganskow, your heat race winner. Then Kurt Slater, Colby Check, Cody Proxasil, and Greg Moravec. as he is here tonight. Son of Kent and Teresa Hawthorne. As Kent, had an accident here at the racetrack here last week, but he is here tonight enjoying the racing action. He's in the infield sitting in that white Ford pickup. We're glad both you guys could be here tonight. As we're about to go green for your first of 2 heat races here in your IMCA SportMods. Green is out and we're underway. We got 3 wide of 21 cars for that second place spot. Cameron Meyer in the 21, Jace King 21K in the 21B, Wes Oakstein. And then you add the 1J of Langenberg in there as well. Tim Schwartz going to lead lap number 1 in the 22 car. But Cameron Meyer to the inside through turns 1 and 2, side by side for the race lead now, coming into turn number 3. Meyer, Schwartz, Langenberg, Hochstein, your top 4. And then Jason King and Bo Riffle. Meyer out to the race lead now in the 21 car. Then you got the 22 of Schwartz. Colby Langenberg in the 1J with Wes Hochstein now side by side for that 3rd and 4th place spot out on the track. Stars kart starting to go a little single file around the raceway now, but Wes Hochstein to the inside of Langenberg as Schwartz slips up a little bit in the 22 car. All out in front by his lonesome no, the 21 car of Cameron Meyer. As Lightning to the outside of Hochstein now, Tim Schwartz a little bit in his way, and Hochstein's going to complete the pass now, the inside of Schwartz now. As Jimmy Scott says, that's racing. Coming in at turn number 3, 3-car battle for that second place spot. Who's going to be Wes Hochstein going to take home second place. And then Tim Schwartz and Colby Langenberg, Bo Riffle and Jason King. But your heat race winner is going to be the 21 of Cameron Meyer. What, the flashing icon not there? So we're going to go green right away here in heat race number 2. Hilkeman and Haddix lead the field to the green flag. We're underway. Haddix jumping out to the race lead just for a moment in the 05 car. Now leads the field through turn number 2. Joey Haase to the inside of Preiner. Preiner to the inside of Hilkeman. 3 wide coming through turn number 3. Mike Kramer into the mix as well. Dawson March back there in the 5M. Joey Haase way to the inside of the track. Tried to slide Cole Haddix. Could not get it done. Kyle Preiner in the 5K now as we're 3 wide for a split second for the race lead. Joey Haase's going to lead lap number 2. Now sliding to the inside of Cole Haddix. Haddix back on the outside on the offensive in the 05. Haase pitches it into turn 3 and 4, pushes Haddix up the track ever so slightly as Joey Haase back with the race lead now. Mike Kramer in that 4th place running spot in the 53K. But up front, 3-car battle for that race lead between Haase, Haddix, and Preiner. 2 laps to go that time by. Haase still with the race lead, but Haddix and Preiner not going away. White flag going to come out this time by for the 2-car of Joey Haase. White flag is out one more time around. As back behind your leaders, Dawson March trying to get to the inside of Mike Kramer for that 4th place spot. But up front, it's Haddix to the outside. Haase, here comes Preiner. Looks like Haddix got the better run, and he's going to take home the heat race win in the 05 car. Joey Haase in 2nd, Kyle Preiner in 3rd, Mike Kramer 4th, Dawson March and Doug Hilkeman rounding out your field. Inside of row number 2, driving the 7 car, that is Bill Rombach, and to the outside, that is the 2M of Mike Ganskow. To the inside of row number 3, driving the 89 car, that's Greg Moravik, And to the outside, that is going to be the 12 of Brandon Proxasil. To the inside of row number 4, driving the 38, that is going to be Kurt Slater, the Sarge. And to the outside, the 12P of Cody, Brandon Proxasil. Cody's in the 12 car, excuse me. And starting last, that's going to be the Mr. 2 of Ryan Check. So green flag is out. We're underway with the Midwest Stock Cars as right away the Sarge, Kurt Slater, going around in turn number 1. Caution flag gonna fly. Well, hang on, fellas. It's caution. As 38 car Kurt Slater pulls to the infield in 38 car. The last time that 38 car was here was driven by Kevin Bruck and put it in victory lane. But now it looks like Kurt Slater, Sarge, he's going to have some work to do to put it up in the front. Looks like we're going to be going green now off of turn number 4. And here we go once again. The 00 car. Eric Cerny out in front in the 00 or percent car. You take your pick. As the XX car, slight contact with the 2M of Mike Ganskow. Ganskow in the 2M car, that 66 Ford Falcon. To the inside is Cerny now for the race lead coming into turn number 3 and 4. Off of turn 4, it's going to be Ganskow with the race lead. Look at the move by the 00 of Cerny, pitching it sideways right at the flag stand. Tried to carry the momentum into turn number 1 and 2, could not complete the pass. The XX car of Proxasil up to third now. As we've got Moravik in the 89 and then the 12P of Brendan Proxasil battling for that 4th place spot. The Mr. 2 of Ryan Check out there as well, battling for 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. As XX car of Proxasil has almost caught the 00 of Cerny, as we're almost 3 wide coming through turns 3 and 4. Out in front, though, it is all the 2M of Mike Ganskow with a comfortable lead, but throw all blanket on him from 2nd on back, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. And 7th in the mix as well. Ryan Check in the Mr. 2 car up to 3rd now, as that car started at the back of the pack. The XX of Trent Proxasil battling the 12P of Brandon Proxasil. As the Mr. 2 of Ryan Check goes around, everyone avoids him. Ryan Check started at the back of the pack. And flying Ryan Check, bringing out the caution. Once again, we want to remind you to help fight a cause for Stacy Grasmick tomorrow, August 16th at 3 p.m. Silent auction, bake sale, and free will donation dinner at Kelly's Country Club right here in Norfolk, Nebraska. A big screen TV, oil changes, gift cards, and 7 passes to the races donated by Primrose Racing. Tomorrow, August 16th at Kelly's Country Club at 3 p.m. Single file restart here for your Midwest Classic Stock Cars. And Mike Ganskow back with the race lead. Cerny running in 2nd. Then Brandon Proxasil in that 12P car. Back to 4th is going to be Greg Moravik. Trent Proxasil in the XX car for your top 5. Flying Ryan Check going around, causing the last caution. Gets by 3 cars, now working on number 4 in that Mr. 2 car. But it is all Mike Ganskow out in front from Columbus, Nebraska in that 66 Ford Falcon. All as up the track goes Greg Moravik in the 89 car. Ryan Check back into the top 4 in the Mr. 2. 2 laps to go for your race leader, the 2M of Mike Ganskow. Eric Cerny under attack from Brandon Proxisel in the 12P car for second. As the white flag's gonna fly this time by. White flag for Mike Ganskow in the 2M. Eric Cerny wheeling that 53 Chevy 00 or percent car out in that second place position, but as they come through turns 3 and 4, Mike Ganskow's gonna win your stock car. A feature, Eric Cerny in second. Then the 12P of Brandon Proxisel. Ryan Check in fourth, and then the 38 of Kurt Slater, your top 5. The inside of your 6th and final row, that's going to be the 21K of Jason King, and to the outside, the 21H of Doug Hilkeman. This is your starting lineup for your SportMods feature here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Let them know you love them. Once again, 12 cars, 20 laps of distance, and only one will come out on top. As they come through turns 3 and 4. Mike waves the green, and we're underway with the SportMod A feature. Cole Haddix leads the field through 1 and 2. Tim Schwartz on the low side, though. 3 wide through 1 and 2 between Haase, Meyer, and Hochstein. Haddix with a slight advantage through 3 and 4. Now here comes Haase and Hochstein along for the ride as well, but Tim Schwartz with a better run. He's going to lead lap number 1. It's going to be Tim Schwartz out with the race lead. Here comes Joey Haase. Haase about to put it 3 deep in turns 3 and 4. Now onto the binders. We got a race for the lead, though. Wes Hochstein, mini slide job, puts the 21B in front. Wes Hochstein to the front of the field now in the 21B. Tim Schwartz back to the second. Cole Haddix still running on the top side, trying to get some momentum. As Cameron Meyer now to the inside in the 21 car. Haase and Priner there as well, as we're going to go 3 wide off turn number 2. Haddix up top, Schwartz through the middle, Meyer downstairs. As they come off of turn 4, give second to Cameron Meyer in the 21. Cameron Meyer, a feature winner here already this year in the 21 car, now sits in second. But here comes Cole Haddix on the outside, not going away. Haase in there as well as Priner. Colby Langenberg on the outside looking in as well, then Hilkeman. Schwartz gets shuffled way back to almost the back of the pack. Dawson March, Mike Kramer, Jason King, and Bo Riffle. Out in front, it is the 21B of Wes Hochstein. And then Cameron Meyer in the 21 sits in second. Kyle Priner up to third now. Here comes Lightning Langenberg in the 1J on the bottom side. To the inside of Priner now. Too close to call at the line for that third place spot. Langenberg tried to get to the inside of Priner. Sends it in too hard and goes around at the bottom of turn number 2. Bottom side of 1 and 2. Colby Langenberg a little too hard through 1 and 2. Then goes for the spin cycle. So with the 55 JR of Greg Taylor getting DQ'd, that's going to move Cameron Meyer up to 4th from your stock car A feature. But we're back to green here in the SportMods as Wes Hochstein led the field through turns 1 and 2. Here comes Kyle Preiner to the outside in the 5K now. Preiner going to battle for the top spot in the 5K on the outside. Cameron Meyer downstairs now side by side with Cole Haddix for third and fourth. Joey Haase rounding out your top 5. Preiner trying to carry the momentum through 3 and 4. Cannot get it done as Wes Hochstein leads another lap. Hochstein, your race leader. Kyle Preiner in the 5K in second. Cameron Meyer, Cole Haddix. And then the 2-car of Joey Haase. It's the 21B, Wes Hochstein with the race lead, but Preiner not going away with better run off turn number 2. That time by for Preiner. Now through 3 and 4, will he keep the momentum off of 4? Here he comes. Give Kyle Preiner the lead at the flag stand. Kyle Preiner by a nose in the 5K. He is going to have the race lead through 3 and 4 now. Hochstein battles back onto the bottom now on the 21B, but Kyle Preiner with the race lead. It's Preiner, Hochstein, Meyer, Haddix, and Colby Langenberg into the top 5 once again on the 1J. As Mike Kramer up in smoke in the 53K. Here in your SportMod A feature event. Kyle Preiner with the race lead as they come off turn number 4. Green flag's out and we're back underway. Preiner downstairs, 3 wide off turn number 2 now between Hochstein, Meyer, Langenberg through the middle. 2 by 2 behind them. Langenberg still through the middle, Hochstein on the bottom, Meyer up top. Oh man. Langenberg on the binders there to avoid contact with Cameron Meyer. Joey Haase sits in that 5th place spot in the 2-car as we're side by side for second between Hochstein and Meyer. Hochstein with a better run off that time by, but here comes lightning. Langenberg falls back now as Hochstein and Meyer side by side. Joey Haase starting to get in the mix as well with 2 laps to go. Kyle Preiner out in front. And then it's Meyer and Hochstein, pair of 21 cars, battling for second and third. And then you got Langenberg and Haase. White flag coming out, 1 lap to go. Kyle Preiner running the bottom side of the racetrack. Cameron Meyer up on the top side. He's going to have that 2nd place spot comfortably now. Here comes Langenberg on the top side as well, trying to get a podium finish here tonight. Off of turn number 4. Oh, that's too close to call. Winning, it's going to be Kyle Preiner in the 5K. 2nd place going to Cameron Meyer. And Colby Langenberg edging out Wes Hochstein for that 3rd place spot at the flag stand.